Hey guys, a little update on my Ficus Lyrata or fiddly fig trees one. And this is what she's looking at right now. Currently, this one, unfortunately, there was an issue. So what happened, I think, was I was experimenting on the fertilizer and I went up. I watered it the following time, like what it used to be before I raised it. And the new growth really just crumbled and died. So I bring it up again, and again, everything is going to be in the description section. My social media account and what I use for this beautiful plant, which I really am glad that I did pick that fertilizer and the supplements that I do give it with as well, because I feel like that it really has made this plant grow so beautifully. However, I noticed, I think yesterday, you see that little green thing there? It's just blurry. Okay, that's new growth. So that's what happened. And I was so upset about it. What I did was I trimmed it a little bit in the top and the white sap came out. So I was a little bit more optimistic about it. And so there's a little bit of new growth. It is taking a little bit longer, but that was my fault. So just so you know, if you're, fertilizing, especially a fiddle leaf fig tree from now that I've noticed, I never really noticed this in other plants. If you give them a certain concentration and they are growing, do not change that formulation or concentration or fertilizer at all, because it will probably stunt the growth, like what happened to me. And it wasn't just this one. The other ones had it too. So this one has a new growth, and I think the last time I updated this was a teeny tiny baby or still this size. I'm not sure. Let's go to the next one. I just have growth everywhere. So now these two beauties are just bigger now. As you can see in comparison to my hand, it's almost as big as my hand. I have a medium sized hand for gloves in comparison, if you're just curious how big these are. So I got a new baby right here. She's ready to pop out. And this, if you've noticed, it doesn't look like there's new growth. But there is. Right. No, that's not a new growth. I think that's it for right now. For just that one. I thought I saw something else. I guess I'm wrong. But this one, yeah. Oh, it's the other one. Okay, so this one is getting really tall, so I'm really excited for that. And of course, the new baby. Just so you know, edema is just, some people get really worried about that. To me, I find it more like a beautiful baby mark. You know what I mean? If you've never had a newborn or you're not a mom, what happens is they have like certain things when they're born, and supposedly it just goes away with age. So I kind of look at the edema that way. A lot of people say that it could be because of inconsistent watering. I've also researched that it could be there's too much nutrients you're giving them. That's why there was a situation that I was cutting down the fertilizer. But it really does go away with time, because this one was literally covered with edema and now it's going away. This one, I believe, was also covered in edema and it's all green now and just beautiful. So this particular tree here, if you could see, it has a V, and this has grown, and there's new growth right here. There's a little one that already opened, and there's another one right here. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Another one right there that is growing, and this one is a new bud. So I really do think it's my fertilizer, because not a lot of people really get this much growth. So I think it's that, and it's a combination of that and I guess my sweet loving. So this one's a little bit delayed on that, which is okay. There's no rush. Some of them are really just fast growers, and this one is not as fast, but any new growth, regardless of the speed or quantity, I'm still really happy about that. New growth is new growth, and that's the reason why I love feeding my plants fertilizers and supplements, because I just want them to grow healthy, tall, thick, lush, all that good stuff. So this, as you can see, I have a smaller leaf that just came, and this one still has edema, so it's fairly new, but you know, like probably a couple months. And this one, this baby, is starting to come out. This one right here, and look at how big these leaves are. Just look at my hand. Look at my hand. Look at how big that is. You know, it's up, it's beyond over my hand and my wrist. That's how big it is. And that's also what I've kind of noticed, is that sometimes the irregularity of the leaves, it just kind of depends on their growth. And I really do believe that, you know, giving them the supplements as well as the fertilizer that I've been giving them really does help. The reason I'm saying that, it's not sponsored at all. The reason I'm saying that a lot is because I did a ton of research. I wanted this plant to be as big and as lush as I possibly could in the very fastest way possible. And so what I did was I just didn't want to wait, you know, like 5 years. So what I did was I just researched and what could encourage and help that, maybe not as fast as in a month, but if faster than 5 years, is fertilizer and supplements. And that's just what I'm trying to do. And I'm pretty sure there are other people that want that. So that's why I'm doing that. There are some other people that do have they're very great with what they do, and their Fiddle fig has just grown like a weed completely without even any fertilizer. And I just don't have that talent, you know? So I need some help. And so that's what I've been doing. And this one, look at how big that is compared to like my pinky. Look at that. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. I love it. And of course, the baby right here, she's my shortest from this bunch, and she got a ton of new growth. I believe when I got this, that I only had like, I think this leaf. I'm not sure. And most of these leaves grew with me. As you can see, they're quite small because it's a very small growth, and I think it grew from one of the trees that was is in this pot as well. Unfortunately, one of these got torn up, but that's okay. I still love her. And this should be opening up really soon. I believe the next time I'm going to have an update for this particular plant that should be open. And right now I have 6, and going to be 7 leaves in this tiny little baby. I still haven't decided if I'm going to split them up. So, I mean, I might at some point. I don't really know. But for right now, they're very happy together, and they're very happy in one spot. And I just don't want to disrupt that. Excuse me, because I disrupted that with the other one that I did, and it really stunted the growth. Excuse me. So if you do get like a cluster of Fiddle fig trees, and they're kind of in a short in height, I would suggest keep them the way they are if you want them to grow really quick. And when they reach like at least 4 to 5 feet, if you feel comfortable to separate them, just make sure you put them in the smallest pot you can find that would contain their roots, and would also be able to contain a little bit of growth or a lot of growth. Because from what I've noticed with this particular tree or plant so far, they're root bound, and I've seen pictures and people living in different parts of the world that the pot they had was way smaller than this. Just in comparison, this is my hand. This is a huge pot. And it's a tree that's about 20 feet tall. One Fiddle fig that's probably about a fifth of the size of that pot of what I have. And they're thriving. So you can put them in the smallest pot you can possibly want to do it. I would suggest something that would also still encourage some growth in regards to root growth. But I would recommend a small pot for sure. I think they thrive better in that. So Here she is, my beautiful baby. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, I haven't provided any information through this video or in the description section, let me know down below. I would love to talk to you about that or answer any questions you might have. I hope you enjoyed my video, my update vlog in regards to my Fiddle Leaf Fig 1. And you're going to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you're notified every single time I do upload a new video or any kind of plant updates, because I'm really loving doing the vlogs in regards to plants. This is personally really number one for me. So I could go back at it and look and see what happened, what's going on, and compare it like 6 months, 2 years, 5 years later on, because I used to do that on Facebook, and sometimes it's just kind of easier to have like more details than just a short caption and a picture. So that's why, I'm kind of incorporating it here. And I love just watching my babies grow. So here you have it. And again, if there's something that I didn't touch on or you have questions and I didn't, share here, feel free down below. All my social media accounts are in the description section, as well as what I am using for this particular plant to make her so beautiful and thrive and shiny. It's all in the description section as well. Anything else? Again, let me know. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.